Hello, my very dear Taurus. This is your reading for the week coming up, and that will be the week of May 4th. Now, the first thing that I saw when I started working with your cards was a piano keyboard, but it was actually in the shape of a staircase. And I've asked Spirit always, what can we offer that is going to be helpful for you, for your highest good, in terms of your desire to evolve consciously and to be more self-aware. Well, what I got was this: the power card, the kindness card, and the drop the weight. So, 3-card spread this week. What you're being told in all of this is that in the past, Taurus, you have thought a lot of your power came from your ability to work hard. You may have also understood the value of your being able to plan and to stick with something. Those are all great qualities. You're Taurus, which means you're earth sign, which means you build. And sometimes, because of the really grounded nature, the grounded energy of the earth signs, sometimes there can be a tendency to overlook power coming from your higher frequency and having it centered, or not just your higher frequency, but from your higher conscious mind, from your intuition, from your creativity. It's all a part of you, but very often you have not really been conscious enough of how these things operate with you, or sometimes even if they were there, so that you've gotten used to working in a particular way and thinking of outcome in a certain way. Now what you're being told is you're starting to understand yourself and the depth of who you are, because you're not always sure of that. And you don't always show that to people because you don't. Sometimes you keep yourself quite protected in your structures, within your structures, so that whatever power you have just keeps kind of circulating within that framework. Now, Taurus, your framework is changing. You're being told, and I really love this, you're being told, don't worry about being right about things. Notice where you're being stressed. Notice where you can look at your life and say, where do I feel like I'm putting in more energy than is worth it? Where am I putting in energy out of habit and in a way where it does not nourish me or fulfill me back in a complete way, in a heart-filled way? Can I look at where I have been repeating patterns that look productive, but that actually are just maintaining a status quo that's no longer really satisfying? And there's so much more, but the essential element is this. As I'm seeing the piano keys, number one, it's creativity, it's music, it's vibration, it's frequency, and you can go right up the scale. And that's what I feel is happening to many of you, Taurus, is that you are starting to understand that your power comes, your ability to be even more creative, to manifest in your life, but more than just that, to experience yourself in a higher frequency with all these new abilities, or with an understanding of them now, an appreciation of them now. You're being able now to work from that higher frequency where what you create and what you do is nourishing you, is fulfilling you, is kind towards you. It's not all this black and white stuff. It's be kind. Can you live in the gray zones as you're exploring and experimenting? Because that's not always comfortable for an earth sign, especially a Taurus. So you're being told you are on the path of having the evolution of your nervous system evolve into higher frequencies, operating on higher frequencies. It means, and they're saying this right now, you're going to be accessing different parts of your brain that you may not have experienced before. So pay attention if you notice that there are changes in your sleep patterns, if there are changes in your intuition, if there's just changes in terms of what satisfies you and what doesn't satisfy you. Don't be surprised if you're a little tired, because as you're changing, it takes a lot of energy to process those changes. And especially if you have been in a very, very strong, solid, defined structure that you have really leaned into and that you have built with, now you're going to restructure. You're in the process of restructuring, and that does take energy, because you will come upon memories, thoughts, things, old ways of thinking and being, and they'll pop up, and it's there for you to be able to say, but do I really believe that? Do I really feel that? What was the old expectation? What was the old belief that supported this in my life? And what is my new belief now? I'm not pulling any more cards. So, Spirit, if there's something else, please be aware of your breath. Be aware of your breathing. That's really important for you right now, because as an earth sign, you can get very dense. And so the breathing really helps keep the energy moving. And please think of the breath as being something that is actually creating movement in your entire body, not just within your lungs. Like, notice, be aware of the fact that as you're breathing oxygen and life and prana, chi, into every cell of your body. And as you are focusing and choosing to focus on the higher levels, you're going to need more air. You're going to need more prana. You're going to need more chi, because you want to be resonating with that to which you want to align. So breath, beautiful. Okay, I'm going to leave you with that, Taurus. I hope this is helpful. Thanks for stopping by. Take care.